Welcome back, everybody, to the Celeste Any Percent League, brought to you by Global Speedrun Association. My name is Zojalix, and I am here, well, by myself, bringing you the match between Chaikitty and Millay. We are seeing Chaikitty with a nice little head bounce. He's ready to get this race going. We just came off of the race between Programmatic and my brain is already blocking on who Programmatic just raced. Marlon. That's who it was. Wow. Whew. Yeah, so definitely a pretty good race. Marlon being able to pull out the win and creep up quite a bit behind TGH there in the standings. Programmatic now still not too far behind Psyched, still able to keep his playoff dream alive if he's able to get a pretty good race going for himself and be able to just push forward and take a win, which is what he wants. And trying to do what he can, because as we know, top 8 make it into playoffs, and if you do make it into playoffs, then you have a pretty good chance. Well, I wouldn't say a pretty good chance, but you got a decent chance of being able to finish out this season in a really top spot. And so now we're going to be getting started here with the match between Chaikitty and Millay. Nothing too exciting to be happening in the prologue, though I shouldn't really be saying too much of that, since in the first league opener we had Chaikitty taking a death in prologue, which was kind of interesting, but I haven't seen anything like that since then. So man, Chaikitty's just looking pumped. He's giving little head bounces and everything. So now we are going into City, where you're going to be seeing a lot of the different mechanics that these runners are going to be pulling off. It's hard to really explain every single one of these mechanics in the span of the... Oh no, Millay ended up coming up a little bit short on his dash, trying to go for the lower route, and ends up falling to his death. This is going to give Chaikitty a pretty early lead right now as we move in through the rest of City. And so definitely one thing to be pointing out too, Chaikitty just came off this last weekend of a race against TGH for GDQ Express. Really cool to be able to see that. I know he's been putting a lot of time into Any Percent to prepare himself for that. So we'll definitely be seeing that amount of prep and reflection come through on this race here today. And I think that is going to become very, very key for him as he continues on. So now, oh no, Millay coming up a little bit short for the spike jump, ends up taking a death. That's going to continue to give Chaikitty more of a lead. Chaikitty at a 132 on the file timer on the City. Millay coming out with a 140, I do believe, if I'm looking at that right, 141. So Chaikitty is chilling at a pretty solid 9-second lead right now as we move into Old Site. This is definitely a position that you want to be in if you're Chaikitty. Especially right now, Chaikitty is sitting in the standings. He is currently in 6th place. A win here will pull him up not only above Black Pair, but it will also put him above Sushi, putting him up into that 4th place spot just by taking a win here. And that can be huge for him. And so definitely something to be paying attention to as we continue on to look through here. Chaikitty too, also looking at his stats. Right now, his average time is a 28:53. So Chaikitty hasn't gotten a 27 in a race. Only Marlon and TGH have been able to pull that off, which is not an easy feat to do. So it is definitely something that if it does happen, which I don't expect it to happen, but if it does, that would be really, really cool for Chai. And now as we look at Millay, he's got a 31:35 average time. So definitely these guys are going to be... so definitely Millay is the underdog in this race, but it is still possible for him to be able to take a win. Oh, and as I say that, Millay ends up diving down into the spikes, taking a death, missing the platform, goes right into the spikes and ends up dying. That's definitely not something you want to see. And so now we've got Chai making his way through the awake section, having some pretty clean movement here. actually pretty excellent, being able to hit all of the corner boosts that he needs to hit. Very well done from him as he finishes that up at about a 321. And Millay now coming up behind him, going to be still trailing quite a bit. So this is definitely going to be an uphill battle for Millay while he continues on this race against Chai. So now we are entering Celestial Resort. We saw some pretty interesting things happening in the last race with Marlon missing the key right away in Celestial Resort, which was something I did not expect to see, but it was definitely pretty interesting and put a nice spin on the race between him and Programmatic. And so now we're not seeing any of those kinds of shenanigans happening this time. Both runners are able to grab the keys. Leads are staying consistent, which not sure if we want that or not, but either way, Chaikitty able to maintain a really nice lead as he makes his way through Resort and just continues to pull ahead. And well, not necessarily continuing to pull ahead, but just continuing to put together a really great race time. And oh no, Millay, not really sure what happened there, but I think as he went down, he ended up going into the Dust Bunny. And yep, that is exactly what happened. Ending up having to take a death there, which is going to give Chaikitty even more of a lead here, as Chai is going to be grabbing the last key that you need before the Huge Mess section. And so Chai is now entering Huge Mess and getting ready to to go through this section where you have a lot of movement-based stuff that happens in the beginning, but then it's not until you start entering the first section and clearing out these bubbles where you start dealing with some of the movement. And so now Chai making his way through crates as Millay enters Huge Mess. That's a really solid crates from Chai here. Definitely very impressive to see. 504 on the bubble. So we're definitely seeing quite a solid lead for Chai, as it's about 5 minutes by the time Millay ends up getting to the cutscene skip. And oh no, in the first room of crates, Millay ends up missing a dash, getting killed by the Dust Bunny, and ends up having to reset his position, and he ends up taking a death. Is looking like Millay is going to be behind by about just under 30 seconds, about 22 seconds of a lead for Chaikitty, as both of them are hitting the bubbles at about the same time. Chaikitty now making his way through Laundry and not able to get the corner boost, but he does have a really excellent wave dash there. Very well done from him. 558 on the bubble there, with Millay now finishing up books. So it'll definitely be interesting to see what the lead is. Oh, Millay getting that demo, saving less than a second over Chaikitty just by going for that demo. Some excellent movement there coming from Millay. This Laundry is looking really clean for him, but he's still looking to be over 20 seconds behind. He's looking right now, he's going to be at about 23 seconds behind. Chaikitty now coming up onto his first attempt at the OG demo dash. Chaikitty's not going to opt for the checkpoint, but that doesn't even matter because he is through there on his first try. Excellent from him. Absolutely insane to just go for it and just decide, I don't even need that checkpoint. And he's going to be through there, making his way now into the Oshiro section, sitting in a very comfortable spot after going for the checkpointless demo dash. Very impressive from him now. And now we've got Millay. He's making his way through. He is now coming up. Oh, Chaikitty now messing up a dash input there and ends up taking a death. He actually misses the wall bounce over to get the coin and takes a death. But in the meantime, Millay is able to make his way through demo dash. He does opt for the checkpoint, so either way, he's still losing a little bit of time over Chaikitty. But overall, this has been a really good resort for Chai. This has been a pretty good run from him so far. A couple of hiccups. Actually, I think the only hiccup was in that one room of Oshiro, which overall ends up being a pretty decent-sized hiccup just because the Oshiro sections can be really punishing. But still, a 4:14 on the IL timer. Very well done from him. Chaikitty did, for a little bit, hold the world record for Celestial Resort. So that is really awesome to see him still being able to pull out that time. As Chaikitty now is finishing up, or he's now beginning Golden Ridge and continuing to just claim victory in this race. An 8:03, so we've got about a 30-second lead or so. About a 24, 25-second lead from Chai as he very, very expertly goes through the archery room. Millay is definitely going to have to find some way that he's going to be able to make up some ground against Chai. I'm really hoping Millay can find something. But Chai is just playing very, very cleanly. And like I said already, Millay is already sitting in an underdog position and just at the start of the race. And now he's even more looking like he's going to have an even tougher battle if he's going, or as we should properly say in Celeste, a tougher mountain to climb as he is going to be making his way through this race. And oh no, Millay not able to get the dash back off the cloud. That will cause him to fall to his death. That's not something you want to see. Chaikitty missing the motion block, or I'm not even sure what those blocks are called, but either way, he missed it on his first attempt. Chai now. Oh, Millay going for the berry strat. Not really sure what he's doing. Oh! Kind of struggling there for a little bit. Isn't able to get the berry strat, so he decides just to go for the regular ultra into the hyper dash. So excellent from him. Chaikitty now on to, oh no, Chaikitty after he started his cliff face ends up falling to his death there. Oh, Millay also taking another death. Both of these runners seem to be struggling on this cliff face section. Actually, Millay himself hasn't even entered cliff face, so this is just continuing to be a game that Chaikitty is still in very much control of. Millay now going for the ultra off the block. And he's got it. Very well done from Millay himself. As now Chaikitty wrapping up 10:17 on the file timer for his Golden Ridge. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I couldn't get to muting my mic fast enough. So either way, excellent from Chaikitty as we make our way into Mirror Temple. My mic did not mute on that one either. I'm really sorry about that. And so now Chaikitty making his way through the Mirror Temple, while Millay is looking at finishing up his Golden Ridge here. He's definitely not in a very good position right now, and he's going to be really struggling. He's looking at almost a minute behind right now, and this is definitely a position where if you're Millay, you've got to hope for quite a bit of mistakes to come from Chaikitty. Chaikitty able to get the Theo skip. Now he's going for the yeet, but he messes up on the last corner boost, so he's only able to get a yeet from himself. Now Millay himself entering Mirror Temple while Chai is coming up onto the cassette room, looking to be wrapping up his 5A, moving into his 5B. I'm not quite sure what the time was on that for the cassette collection. Looks like it was a 1:06, so very excellent time. Oh no, not Chaikitty. Millay taking a death right there, not missing a dash input and dashing into the spikes, and he has to take a second cycle. Millay able to get the Theo cutscene skip. Excellent job from him. Chaikitty now on his way through 5B. And he's now coming up onto his first attempt at Bubs Drop. This is going to be really key If Millay starts... If Chaikitty struggles with this... Oh, Chaikitty not able to get it on his first try. This is going to be an opportunity for Millay to be able to make up some ground. If Chaikitty messes this up again, Millay could be really looking to close this gap. Chaikitty now onto his second attempt at Bub's drop. And he's got it. Millay definitely can make up quite a bit of ground if he is able to... If he is able to pull out a first try Bub's drop, but that is not going to be an easy thing to do. Ooh, Chaikitty not able to get the reverse hyper off the button, but ends up backing it up pretty well, going off the pillar. Chaikitty now looking to be entering the mirror here in just a little bit. Still sitting at a really solid lead for himself. As now Millay, he's going to be coming up onto his first attempt at Bub's drop. If he's able to get this on his first try, this is going to be huge for him. He needs this to make up quite a bit of ground for himself. And he's got it. He's able to get the first try Bub's drop, so he's able to save about 14 seconds over Chai. That is definitely something you really want to see happen. Oh no, Chai messing up a little bit on the Seeker manipulation. Ends up falling to his death, not able to get the Sonic Wave the way he wants it to, but he is able to get it that way on his second attempt. Millay taking a death on his side before he's able to make it up into the mirror. Chaikitty now beginning the Theo section, still sitting at a really, really comfortable lead right now. Alright, Chaikitty now through the impossible room on his way into the heart room. Taking a little bit of a safer cycle, very respectable thing to do from him. Millay, oh, not really sure what was going on there from Millay, but he sees the Seeker and just kind of spooks. Not sure if he got spooked or something, but he just ended up throwing himself down into just the death of the chasm. But now Millay making his way up through the Seeker Gauntlet. Chaikitty on his first attempt at Lake Skip. There's so much happening right now. Chaikitty able to make it through Lake Skip. Millay now continuing to make it through the Theo room. Only one or two more rooms left before... he's got Theo now... Or not Theo. Wow. Millay in the impossible room. Through the impossible room. Now he's able to make it. Oh no, he isn't able to grab Theo as he makes his way through to the heart room and ends up taking a death. He's sitting at about a minute behind Chaikitty right now as Chaikitty starts making his way through reflection. Like I said, Chaikitty has put himself in a very comfortable position. This is exactly what he needs to be able to get points to continue to make his way up through that into that top 4 position. And oh, Millay taking a death on the first screen after Lake Skip. Ended up missing his dash up to finish the room. That's a really unfortunate death that you really don't want to see. So now Chaikitty continuing to make his way through reflection, opting for the upper route. Chaikitty now coming up onto the dev intended skips. He's through one, he's through two, now he's only got one more, and he's through all three of them. Now Chaikitty going swimming. Millay able to hit the ultra strat. Chaikitty now made his way through the battling boost, and now he's into the battling fight. We've got Millay himself now taking the upper route as well, trying to make his way to catch up with Chaikitty however he can, but Chaikitty once again still just climbing away with this race. He has just been playing very well and just being able to overall perform cleaner than Millay. Chaikitty able to get his featherless strat as Millay makes his way through the dev intended skips now. Millay looking to be starting up his battling fight here in just a little bit. Chaikitty looking on his last screen of round one, doing an excellent job at cleaning that up. He'll be beginning round two now. Very well done from him. Millay himself too is playing a pretty good battling fight. Not too much to report here from this fight. And so now Millay, as we take a look at the standings here, he's currently in 10th place right now. And he's gonna need... he's definitely, if he wants to look for a... so he's up against Flad next week. And Millay himself as well is also going up against Aurora Dash. And so in order for him to make it to playoffs, he's going to be looking at a very, very tough schedule for him. Now, Chaikitty himself, he is going up against... Chaikitty is going up against Flare Bear, and then his last opponent of the regular season is going to be Archie Boy 666. So Chaikitty's sitting at a spot where he can be really, really comfortable with himself going into playoffs. So Millay definitely going to be needing a miracle for himself if he's going to be able to make it out of playoffs. So now we've got Chaikitty being able to sub 20 himself out of the summit, or out of reflection. A 27 here would be a very, very tough. It's possible, but it would require an extremely clean summit from Chai as we look at finishing up this race for him. But he's still on an excellent pace. So very impressive performance from Chai here. Millay now looking to be wrapping up his battling fight. Chai entering 500 meters. Chai being able to sit over a minute ahead of Millay as we go through summit. Chai looking to be wrapping up his 500 meters here. Oh, having to kind of adjust to himself, but he does a really good job at it. Definitely a really good 500 meters from Chai. Millay now entering the summit, looking to finish up his run, but he's got quite a bit of time to make up over Chai, and so Chai himself is going to have to be looking at a... Well, Chai is looking at a really, really good race time, and oh, Millay messing up the dashes and ends up falling, or ends up hitting the spikes, going into his death. Millay definitely is going to need to start picking up the pace if he wants to get more points. He would need a super close race and either way to be able to just get points. Well, he's able to get points. He's still on pace to get points. But to get the most points possible, he needs to pick up the pace. And I just don't know if he's well, he's not going to be able to unless Chai starts really, really struggling. He's not going to be able to pick up the max amount of points, but he's still going to have to clean a lot of things up through the summit and start getting himself moving to pick up as many points as possible. Chai now making his way through the Ultra Dash room, having himself a really clean 1500. Excellent job from Chai. Very well done from Chai there as he makes his way now, finishing up 1500 meters, making his way through to 2000, only having a little bit left before he finishes. Well, when I say a little bit left, I say still got about 5 minutes left in his run. I'm not quite sure what his IL timer is right now, but I don't think a 27 is possible at this point in time. Oh! Looks like we're having a little bit of trouble with Millay's video feed right now. Not really sure what happened there. Hopefully that will be fixed momentarily. Oh, okay. Yeah, Millay's feed did crash. Sorry, just got the heads up there from the staff. That will be coming back up here as soon as possible. But either way, you know, Chaikitty making his way through with the auto-scroller. Playing that really well. I think, did he already do... No, he hasn't done the auto-scroller skip yet, has he? I'm trying to think of where he is in the run. My brain is just not computing. Okay, yeah, he did the auto-scroller skip. Chaikitty just making these 2,000 meters look super easy. But yes, just letting you guys know, yes, Millay's speed is down right now, but it will be back up shortly. Chaikitty now making his way through 2,500 meters. Able to get himself that key skip. Very well done from him. His movement is just, it's really clean right now, and it's exactly what you want to see as you get closer to playoffs. This kind of consistency and this clean play is what is going to get you that couple $1,000 prize. I'm not exactly sure what the prize pool is for this season, but either way, the needle is threaded. That's 2 doors skipped. Excellent 2,500 meters from Chaikitty. Not too major of mistakes. If there were any, might have been some small ones, but even still, nothing that really constitutes, like, nothing that really sticks out. Other than that right there, where you kind of struggled with those dash blocks. So Chaikitty now on to 3,000 meters, looking to be wrapping up his run here. Again, I don't think a 27 is possible. That would require a super, super clean 3,000 meters. But this still, he's on pace for a very low 28. And this downdraft is going pretty well for Chai. He's able to make it through. Only a couple more flags left before he finishes this out. Excellent downdraft there from Chaikitty. Very well done from him as he makes his way through now to updraft. Updraft, you know, having a lot of longer areas before you hit the next checkpoint. So it can be quite a bit more punishing, but Chai is still able to just fly through this. He's hit flag 14 now, and now he's going to be heading up to flag 13. These are two of the most punishing flags in the entire area of 3,000 meters. Chai with some great dashes to start it out. He's hit 2 of the key coins. He's got the 3rd. Is he able to make these last dashes connect? He is. Very well done from him. Chai is continuing to push this forward. He's going on an excellent pace right now. He's hitting the last couple of flags. He's doing a really good job. Definitely a low 28 by the looks of it. A nice reverse hyper there as he makes his way up. And now he's hitting the last alley-oop. Only a little bit left before he finishes up his race and is able to claim the win. We still are waiting on Millay's feed to come back. But yes, definitely a low 28 to come in for Chai. Still, he was able to play that really well. This is a really, really great race time from him. This is definitely a race time that you want to see and have as you look to finish out the regular season. And we are back now with Millay. It looks like they've caught him up as now he's entering, he's going through downdraft. And oh, he takes a death. Actually, Chaikitty coming out with a very low 28. Actually, his best time of the season. Congratulations, Chaikitty. Pulling out a 28, a very, very low 28. By the looks of it, when that comes up, a 28.03, he's able to beat his best time of the season by 5 seconds. Does a very good job there from Chai. Absolutely insane race time. Very well done from him. And that is exactly what you want to see as you look at cleaning this up. Chai kind of giving a head shake of like almost disapproval is what it looks like. Probably seeing a couple of areas where he can clean himself up. But even still, a 28.03 on the race time is very good. And if I take a look at Chaikitty's PB right now, so 28.03 on the race time, 27.53 for his PB. So he was only 10 seconds off of his PB. That was a very good race time for Chai. Definitely something he should very easily be, something that he should be happy about. Now we have Millay looking to be finishing up his run. He's now hit all of the last alley-oops that he needs to. He's only got a couple of flags left. Until he finishes up. And even still, Millay himself will be definitely looking at a faster than average time for him. And actually, by the looks of things, this is going to be Millay's best time on the dot as well. This is Millay's first sub 30 of the season. 29.57. Very good race time from Millay. That was his best time of the season by almost an entire minute. Very impressive for him. That was awesome. Both of these runners are, even though Chaikitty pulled ahead of this race, Millay was still able to pull out his best race time of the season, and Chaikitty, even to himself, was able to pull out his best time. That was awesome. Millay less than a minute from his PB coming out of that race. Absolutely insane times from both of these runners. Very, very excellent. And overall, that was a really good race. Millay's got some stuff to clean up, but if he keeps playing like that, he's currently setting himself up to be in a pretty good position. But now as I look at the standings, Chaikitty now is able to only be about 10 points behind Vlad for that third place spot. And he's put himself in a really good position. So with that, we're going to toss it over to intermission. That concludes the race of Millay versus Chaikitty. Coming up next, we have Flare Bear and Archie Boy 666. You guys are definitely going to want to stick around for that. That one's going to be a great race. So without further ado, we'll toss it over to intermission, and we will see you guys in just a second.